Hello, my name is Latricia Hernandez. I want to take this opportunity to speak with you about education financial support in Georgia, most specifically the Hope Scholarship. But first, let me acknowledge that I understand, like many other areas across the state, there continues to be a significant need for money during a period of time in which there also continues to be a significant budget decrease across the nation. From jobs and economy, education, transportation and infrastructure, criminal justice reform, healthcare, and natural resources, I realize each area has competing priorities that we all feel are key to our state's overall well-being, its growth, and its people. As we aim to remain the nation's leading state in which to do business and also leading the nation in economic workforce development, I want to share with you why I believe we should place education at the forefront of these leading priorities. Ensuring our residents are educated is of vital importance to achieving these statewide economic goals. By equipping Georgians with the skills and knowledge they need gives companies throughout Georgia a competitive advantage and makes Georgia an attractive place for business. But above all these distinctions, it is even more important that we make sure our residents, all residents, whether those who come from the more affluent communities like north of Atlanta or underprivileged areas like those south of the city, have the means to achieve a successful education. It is to our state's benefit that we make sure we create new and invest in existing pathways that lead to our residents achieving a successful education without the burden of exhausting costs or loss of momentum because they have to scale back or drop out entirely to save money for tuition. This is what leads me to this message. Over the past 10 years, tuition has increased significantly in Georgia. From 2006 to 2015, the average tuition in the state of Georgia increased by nearly 77%, resulting in many students absorbing a large portion of tuition costs when means like the Hope Scholarship are not sufficient enough to meet their education and life needs. This is especially troubling for students of lower income households. To provide a bit of background, the Hope Scholarship, which stands for Helping Outstanding Pupils Educationally, was established in 1993. It was launched in an effort to award scholarships for degree programs at eligible Georgia public and private colleges and universities. Hope, which also has a grant program for technical college students, is funded entirely by revenue from the Georgia Lottery. It is one of the most dependent upon financial resources for Georgia students, especially those of lower income households. Hope once covered 90 to 100% of tuition for eligible students, but in 2011, the standards changed and now only 78% of the tuition is covered. Again, presenting a financial burden for those students who come from lower income as well as less academically accessible areas throughout Georgia. These students, who it is believed the Hope Scholarship is intended to help, are suffering the most. And if it was not troubling enough, Hope is in jeopardy of running out of money in 2028. Options like expanding gambling through casinos have been proposed as a means to keep Hope funded, but it's ideas like these and others that have not been met with success. This being the case, I urge all of you to write your legislative representatives and call upon them to support initiatives that will ensure Hope continues to live on well beyond 2028. Education is key to keeping Georgia a state where companies like Kia Motors, Gulfstream, Bax Alta want to do business. They need skilled and educated workers to make their businesses thrive, which in turn makes our economy, our communities, and our state overall thrive. Thank you.